everybody, and today I'm going to show you guys how to make your own original t-shirt. More specifically, I'm going to teach you how to make a Batman Beyond t-shirt. So let's go! Alright, so what you're going to need is a plain t-shirt, which you can find at any craft store. And then whatever logo or pattern you want to put on your shirt, whatever color you want that to be in, you're going to need a handkerchief or a piece of fabric in that color, which you can also find at any craft store. And then you're going to need some puffy paint in that same color or as close to that color as you can find. Some writing utensils that will show up on the fabric of your shirt, a pair of scissors, and then you're also going to want something to put inside the t-shirt to separate the front and the back when you're using the puffy paint. Otherwise it can make the front and back stick to each other, and that wouldn't be good. I found this at Hobby Lobby. It's a big cardboard t-shirt. You don't need to get that, that's just what I got to help myself out. You can use pretty much anything as long as it's separating the front and the back of the t-shirt. So I just realized that my shirt had been on backwards, but I fixed it. So moving on, what you want to do is find whatever logo or symbol or pattern you want to use, find a picture of it. So I have looked up the bat symbol from Batman Beyond, so that is what I am doing. And then what we're going to do is measure where on the shirt we're going to put the logo. So assuming that you're starting in the middle, you're going to go down from the middle of the collar down to where you want the top of your logo to be, and then you're going to draw a circle in the shirt where that spot is. For me, since I'm doing the bat symbol, I want it to be very symmetrical. So I'm going to measure down where I want the bottom of the logo to be. I'm going to draw a dot there as well. And then I'm going to measure and pinpoint the end of each bat wing. I'm going to use my scissors to measure it evenly. This is where a ruler would come in handy, but I do not have one. So after you've pinpointed the top, bottom, and sides of your logo on your shirt, we're going to take the handkerchief. Now my logo is small enough to fit on only one half of the handkerchief, so I'm going to cut it in half so I can save the other half for in case I mess up with this one. Alright, so now using the little pinpointed spots you made on your t-shirt, you are going to measure out how big you want the logo to be on the handkerchief. So okay, so if you have like a pen or something that doesn't dye the handkerchief as much as a Sharpie would, I would recommend using that. This is where some artistic talent would come in handy. I personally free draw the logo onto the handkerchief and then cut it out and put it on the shirt. If you're uncomfortable with doing that or you don't think that you'd be able to get it as perfect as you want it, I would recommend printing out the logo on a piece of paper the size that you want it on the shirt, cutting that out and then tracing it onto the handkerchief and then cutting it out. But whatever you want to do is totally fine. I am going to sketch this on here, but it will take a while, so I will be right back. So I finished sketching my logo onto my handkerchief. I don't know if you can tell, but I did mess up a couple times. I did mess up a couple times, and that's totally fine if you mess up, as if you're sketching it, as long as you go in to fix it instead of going out. Otherwise the Sharpie will show when you cut out your logo. So the next thing we're going to do is cut out our logo. So cut out our logos. You'll get something like this or whatever it is you're making. If you have creases in your little logo, I would recommend ironing them out. I used my straightener and it actually worked really well. So what we're going to do next is we're going to line up the ends and top and bottom of the logo with the little points that we drew on the t-shirt earlier. So next we're going to stick the logo to the shirt. So you're going to need your puffy paint. I recommend putting tiny little dots or smears of puffy paint underneath the logo so that the logo will stick while you're doing this. Don't put huge blobs because they will show through the logo if you put too much, which is why we got the same color as the logo. Smear in the top just so that it blends in, and that way it is now sticking to our t-shirt. You can probably see the little glue looking marks underneath. Okay, so what we're going to do next, I'm going to make it so you can see a little bit better. We're going to take the puffy paint and we're going to trace along the back and make sure the paint gets both on the logo and on the t-shirt, so it's acting like a glue fusing the logo to the t-shirt. Let's go. have completely encircled my bat in puffy paint. So the next thing you have to do really is wait. So I will see you tomorrow. So this is how my shirts turned out. I hope you guys had as much fun with this as I did. Thank you for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Goodbye!